Nora. Nigel.
Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. Charlie. Hi. Good to see you.
What's with the suitcases?
Going on a trip?
Not exactly. We find ourselves in rather extraordinary circumstances.
What kind of circumstances?
Dorian kicked us out of our house.
Is there any room at the inn?
So we're agreed. We're going to tear up the south lawn and put in a labyrinth.
A labyrinth? I thought we were going to build a big maze made out of hedges. Hey, on second thought, we should extend the garage. Did I tell you that I have a meeting at Landview Motors tomorrow? I've ordered 2 convertibles, 3 SUVs, and a 6-pack of motorcycles.
Well, then, we'll just demo the stables.
Now that is a good idea. Allow me.
Oh,
I have unfortunate memories of the stables.
so do I. So, we'll sell all of Ace's horses to a stud farm.
What about the old gray mare?
Renee can fend for herself.
What are we gonna do, Chloe, huh? It's your bedtime and you are just not tired. No, you're not. You wanna try reading, huh? Wanna hear a story? To our beautiful niece, Bree. This is the first of many stories we'll share together. Of Aunt Natalie and Uncle Jerry.
Why don't we just get out of here? Can't we forget about Jessica for one night?
We're next.
Yeah, seems like this might take a while.
Well, I mean, if you hit the turnpike, you've gone too far.
We can go home, we can make a little dinner.
Who's this we?
Hey, Bree and I happen to make a mean can of noodle doodles.
Well, Jess is gonna be making the noodle doodles now. If she even remembers to feed them their dinner.
You know Jess takes good care of the kids.
You mean now that she's not Tess? Tess is out of the picture.
You don't believe that?
I'm sorry. I can't. Not until I know everything that happened the night Chloe was born.
You want to tell your lawyer that Vanessa killed your mom?
I already did. What? You told me I should talk to someone. Yeah, but it's just... Maybe Taya wasn't the best person to tell. Why not?
Miss Delgado. She's got a habit of sympathizing with criminals.
Like Star's dad. Do you think you can really trust her? She trusted me enough to tell me the truth. What truth? She's been working for my father all along.
Antonio, it's Thea. Would you please call me as soon as you get this? I'm trying to reach Christian, and he's not picking up his phone. It's very important, Antonio. If you speak to Christian, please ask him to call my cell phone right away.
So, you're not even gonna say hello to me? That's amazing. To think I used to be married to you. Oh, so you didn't forget my name while you let me rot in that hellhole.
How did you get here?
Why? Is it a problem? I'm screwing up your plans? You need more time, perhaps, to turn my daughter into your puppet?
What do you want?
You know, you're being very friendly to a man who broke out of prison and came all this way just to see you.
This whole time? She just told me.
But I thought she was your stepmom's lawyer.
She is. So what, she's defending your stepmother while trying to get your father out of prison?
He's the guy Vanessa shot.
She's trying to prove my father's innocent.
But isn't that like...
unethical?
Well, we are talking about Taya Delgado.
Hi. Hi, guys. Lola, have you seen Christian around?
He was home when I left.
Oh, and when was that?
Like half an hour ago.
Oh, because I've been trying to reach him on his cell, and he's not picking up, and neither is Vanessa.
Something wrong?
I don't know.
Did something happen?
Maybe we should talk about it.
It's okay. I told them everything.
Lola, the more people who know the truth, the more likely it is that Vanessa will find out.
I already told her too.
You told her what?
That I think she killed my mother.
What?
We got in a fight. I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't take it anymore. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Is it going to make it harder for my father to get out of prison?
Not so much. He's already out.
What? They let him out?
Isn't he dangerous?
They didn't let him out. He escaped.
What's the matter? No gun to pick up this time?
Where's Christian?
What do you care?
I love him.
Really? You love him? You know, you used to tell me you love me.
Mr. Breeze.
You used to say it to me all the time.
Just tell me he's all right.
Does he believe you like I did, Vanessa? Is he as big a fool as I was?
Tell me what you did to Christian.
Maybe I gutted him. Maybe I gutted him. Like they say I did my wife. Like I could so easily do to you.
Jess doesn't remember half the things that Tess did, okay? And Tess came here to the hospital the night Chloe was born and then left and went to the cottage. And Tess doesn't do anything without a reason. I just want to know what that reason was. Hello, do you want my GPS?
What if it doesn't stop here, okay? What if you keep pushing until somebody gets hurt?
Never gonna happen.
Hi.
This little lady would never hurt a fly.
Poor Renee. She looked so exhausted when she came in.
Oh, it's been a rough day on everyone, but especially her.
What's going on?
Your mother's good friend decided to evict us.
Oh, hello. Don't look at me. He is your brother.
Uncle Bo evicted you?
No. David Vickers.
Excuse me?
And your mother.
It's a long, long story.
Your mother's just been so gracious, and she's allowing us to bunk with her.
Well, no, come on. It's no trouble.
Well, we would have stayed at the palace.
Yeah. Desk clerk wouldn't give us a room. Then the night manager backed him up. I mean, can you believe that?
Wait a second. They wouldn't let Renee stay at her own place?
Well, it's questionable as to whether it's hers or not now.
Due to some loophole in the will, David of all people, now owns the palace, and we're persona non grata.
David who? David Vickers?
I can't believe that David actually threw you out on the street. I truly thought the man had changed when he converted.
Converted to what?
You know, why wouldn't David and Dorian stay at her place? I mean, she's already got a mansion.
Yeah, but she gave that to Mo and Noel.
Besides, ours has a moat and horses.
It's not about the house. She could care less who has what house. What it is, it's revenge. She wants to make me pay.
Well, that's her favorite activity, isn't it? Making other people miserable.
Yeah. But if she thinks I'm done, got another thing coming.
The Buchanans are probably crying into their domestic beer right about now.
That's all those barbarians deserve.
Easy. Those barbarians are my brothers.
You never cared when I said anything about Spencer?
You're right. Go ahead. They've never acted like my brothers. You're all the family I need.
And you've got a wonderful extended family now. You're gonna love living with all my girls again.
Yeah, where are the Kramer women?
I sent Daddy to round them all up.
What's wrong? You sound worried.
Well, Savannah said they were on their way, but you know what atrocious English he speaks.
Oh, they'll be here. You just increased their net value by several zeros.
I'm not sure they'll appreciate that.
You're kidding, right?
No, the last time that I offered them a golden opportunity, I ended up running a company all on my own.
Well, that won't happen again.
Of course not. You just have to help me, David. Convince them that this is a new and golden era.
Baby, I'll do whatever it takes.
Are you ready?
Always.
Doggone it. Am Am I gonna have to fire some of the help already?
Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'll get it.
Oh. Wait. How do I look?
Sweetheart, you look like $1 billion. Trust me, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Bienvenue à la Maison Fleurie. What did you do that for?
Darling. Oh.
Maison Fleurie.
Jack.
It's French.
I know that. Learning Francais was on my list. How come you renamed the Alamo for something so delicate as a flower?
A flower? You said it meant stud.
Still at it, aren't you, Dory?
Well, darling, when you think of it in terms of fertility...
One lie to explain another. That sounds like a really good recipe for a highly successful marriage.
Obviously, you're all welcome to stay just as long as you like.
Well, no, we won't be staying all that long. I mean, if we can't get the house back, there's always London.
Oh, come on. You're going to leave the country?
Well, it won't come to that, no. Bo and I have options.
What are you doing coming over here, acting like this? What kind of an example are you setting for the girls?
What girls?
Aren't they on their way over?
No. Langston's out with Marco. Star has a project, and Blair hung up when she heard you'd called a meeting.
Oh, so of course you had to come over here, right? And just happen to throw a pie in my husband's face?
Just exfoliated.
I didn't come here to unclog your pores. I came here to clear your stopped-up soul.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, we're just having a little disagreement, that's all.
About the wedding, because Jared wants a tent on the lawn, and I would like a canoe with beer in it down by the river, you know?
So good. I don't have to worry that you two are visiting a hospital.
Oh,
Blood tests.
yeah, for the marriage license.
Officially disease-free.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. When do you two plan on doing this thing, whatever it is that you turn out to do?
Well, actually, we haven't set an official date yet.
Well, just FYI, if you do plan on going with your tent thing, don't plan on pitching it on Pa's lawn because David Vickers is now the official lord of the house.
Wait, what? You couldn't cut a deal?
No way.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. I really never counted on David's religious conversion really taking.
My soul is just fine, thank you.
You're worse off than I thought. What about the damage you're doing to your future selves?
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
I thought you were a Buddhist, Dory. You drank all that yak butter tea for nothing. What about learning to live a life without want?
With all due respect to David's former faith, I think that his higher power did not want to see him suffer.
Suffering is the only true path to enlightenment.
Well, David's path led him to find his real self and straight into this house. I mean, his higher power wanted him to be rich.
Yeah.
By turning the Buchanans out of their home?
That is melodramatic. Nobody has been turned out of anything.
Yeah, they kind of were.
I thought so. Tell me, David, is that what Buddha would do?
So, can you contest the will?
Well, we can try, yeah, but it could take up to a year. And so far, Vickers has the law and the money all on his side.
There's nothing else you can do.
We're going to do another DNA test.
Well, Jared took a sample of David's hair to prove his case, and it worked.
Yes, but we can't start legal proceedings until we verify that the DNA is a match. So that's why I'm down here. I want to see if I can light a fire under these lab techs.
Next.
Finally.
All right, I'll see you guys later, all right? Hey, congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you.
And FYI, you two do know that Pennsylvania no longer requires a blood test to get married.
Oh, well. All right.
See you later.
Okay.
Hey.
We
Please.
really need your help.
Cole, honey, it's Nora. Could you, I need to talk to you. It's really important before you go back to the house. Could you give me a call, please? Thank you.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Could I talk to you a minute?
Sure.
Do you know anything about Wes Grange's murder?
Did you know Wes?
No. He was a friend of Brody's, though, and Brody and I were in St. Anne's at the same time. I only met Wes, like, once.
I just don't think it's something you need to focus on.
Do they have any
right now.
suspects?
Well, actually, they've already made an arrest.
Oh, my God, who?
Marty Saybrook.
My father escaped? When?
I'm not sure. I think a couple days ago.
What does that mean?
You don't know? Well, the Colombian authorities weren't very forthcoming.
I don't understand.
Well, listen.
Weren't you helping him?
I'm afraid he thinks that I let him down. I got busy with another case, kind of dropped the ball with his case.
Because you were getting Todd Manning off.
Marco!
What, you think the same thing?
Look, if I mess things up, I will pay for that later. I just want to make sure that no one's paying for my mess-ups right now, which is why I need to find Christian. I can't keep him in the dark any longer about any of this, okay?
You don't think that my uncle will risk coming here, do you?
Well, why wouldn't he? Everything he wants is in Landview. I'm sorry, I have to go.
I'm going with you.
No, Lola, you stay here with Marco and Langston until I have everything settled with
He's
Christian.
my father, Taya. I don't care what you say. I'm going.
Okay, let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Marco. Gracias.
Be careful, all right?
Here, let's go.
Something wrong? No? Can't got you, Tom. You couldn't stop talking when I was on trial for Selena's murder. You would have said anything to prove I was a killer. Some maniac who only knew how to hurt people.
And now you're proving me right.
I'm doing no such thing. Give up.
You're here with the knife. How's it gonna look to the authorities? All you're doing is making trouble for yourself.
I told you to get up. I don't care anymore what anybody says about me. I only care that justice will now be done.
What does that mean?
That means you're going to pay for what you did to me. That means my daughter is going to wake up from her nightmare and bring me... Hey! Hey. Okay, now you need to step aside, my friend. I'm taking Vanessa with me. Take a shot. Shouldn't have had to have it like this.
This pass was stamped and paid months ago.
Yeah, I know. It's evidence.
What kind of evidence?
Well, this guy is suing me. Says that I rear-ended his car. But this here is proof that I was here the whole time. The problem is the time is really light and you can't read it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't present this in court.
Sure, the judge will throw you out on your ass.
Right. So I was hoping maybe there's something you could do that could tell us when it's from.
One of those CSI guys.
Look, man, if it's too much trouble, just...
I could just scan the ticket and print the info on a receipt. Would that help?
Yes, thank you very much.
There you go. Good luck with the lawsuit. I hate those creeps who sue everybody. Let me know if you need any more help.
Got it, thank you.
What do we got?
Something that makes no sense.
I don't believe Marty killed Wes.
Well, I don't either. But she woke up in bed with his dead body.
Oh, my God.
Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon, so Antonio really didn't have any choice but to arrest her.
But you think that she's innocent, right?
Well, I certainly hope so. She's just... She's been through enough.
I know.
My mom told me that Tess knew that Todd had her and she didn't help her.
Okay, it's not your responsibility what Tess did.
Does feel like it. Is there anything I can do to help her?
Oh, I wish there was. I'd like to help her too, but she's been a little reckless since she's gotten away from Todd.
Is there anything that I can do?
No, sweetie, no. Thank you for offering that. Oh, if you find out who killed Wes Granger, you can let me know.
Hello. Yes, I need to speak to a patient there. Brody Lovett.
Okay, I'm curious. What exactly is your plan to outmaneuver Dorian?
You know, you could always ask Mo and Noel to let you bunk in with them.
And we would do that, why?
I was just thinking that it might shake Dorian up, seeing all of you taking over her place.
Oh, Charlie, I do like the way you think.
And I'm open to anything because right now we're pretty much screwed.
You remember me, right? I parked here about 10 minutes ago.
Pass, please.
Look, I lost it, all right?
Can't let you go without a pass unless you want to pay the maximum fee.
Will that cover it?
Maximum fee is only $12.50.
No, you keep the change, okay? There's some place that I gotta be.
It's not too late, David. You can still give the Buchanans back their home.
It's our home now. And Addie, if you don't change this tone, I'm going to rescind my invitation.
What makes you think I want to live anywhere near this place?
Where else are you going to go? I gave La Boulée to Mo and Noel.
Without consulting the 6 other people who live there, I might add.
How could you not love La Fleurie? It has a moat. It has acres and acres of landscaped grounds.
And a boatload of bad karma.
There is no such thing.
Don't you get it, Dory? The last time you stole the Buchanan's fortune, one man fell through a skylight and another was shot. What will happen this time?
Missed you so much.
Papa, no, don't go near him.
Shut your mouth, Vanessa.
Don't you touch her.
Vanessa, stay back.
This woman still believes she can steal you away from me.
Taya, get Lola out of here.
My own daughter.
Get her out of here and call Antonio now.
She's not going anywhere. No one is taking my daughter from me again. Not even my boulder.
Your what?
Ray, please put the knife down.
Taya, what's he talking about?
Tell him.
Please, Papa. Just listen to Taya. She's trying to help you.
Like she's been helping me all this time?
What is going on?
Tell me!
I've worked for Ray. I've been trying to free him for the past year.
Addie, Asa bequeathed this house, everything in it and everything else, to David. We're not stealing anything.
I think the Buchanans would see it differently.
We are the Buchanans, and we are not doing anything wrong.
Keep telling yourself that.
Would you please talk to her?
Why? Where are you going?
I have to talk to Langston.
Don't look at me like that. For your information, I'm cementing over the koi pond and putting in a yoga studio. What do you say?
Is that all you care about, David?
No. I care about Dorian.
Is that a good enough reason to give up spiritual enlightenment?
The yoga studio is going to be clothing optional.
Where are you? The Buenos Dias. It's Dorian.
You are supposed to be at La Fleurie.
La Fleurie?
Our new home. Didn't Addie tell you? I called a Kramer family meeting.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
And what on earth could make you forget our newfound family fortune?
My Uncle Ray broke out of prison.
Come at once.
No, but we don't even know if he's here.
No arguments, Langston. I expect to see you at La Fleurie within the hour.
So, I guess you have to jet?
Yeah, well, whenever there's a crisis, you can always count on Dorian to take control, whether you want her to or not.
That's okay. I'll give you a ride if you want.
I don't even know for sure where I'm going. My uncle, if what Lola's saying is true, he could be innocent.
I still don't like the guy.
Black coffee to go, please. Thank you.
Same for me, thank you. So Tess drove into the hospital parking garage at 9:17.
And left 35 minutes later at 9:52 p.m., which was the exact same time that your dad got rid of the bomb that Tess set to blow us up.
What time did your parents find Jess in the vineyard?
About a half an hour later.
Was there even enough time to drive all the way back to the cottage and then give birth?
I mean, the vineyard, the hospital to the vineyard, I mean, it's at least 20 minutes.
Wait, so the only way this makes sense is...
Jess drove to the hospital after Chloe was born. Please, Sister Mary Claire, I know that it's past calling hours, but if I could just speak to Brody for a moment, it's really important. Yes, I understand. Can you just tell Brody I called in the morning? Thank you.
Honey?
Oh, hi.
She woke up. I think she wants Mommy.
Oh, I still can't believe I get to hold her just whenever I want. Hello. Oh.
You were trying to call Brody Lovett? Everything all right?
Yeah. Did you hear about Marty getting arrested?
Yeah, Nora just told me. I was thinking in the morning I'd go and visit her, see if I can post her bail.
Well, thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Would you mind if I come with you? You know, she's my friend, or she was my friend.
That's absolutely fine.
Great.
And I was thinking that life was getting a little less complicated.
I know. I can't believe that David Vickers is Grandpa's son.
Yeah. And Dorian made sure to take advantage of that. Oh. Honey, are you sure you're up to dealing with all of this?
Please. Dorian's a fact of life. I am used to it.
Excuse me.
Oh, no.
Hi.
Oh. Hi.
Hey, Jeff, the babe.
Oh, hi.
Sorry to barge in on you. Yeah, fine. Is everybody still here?
Yes. Inside.
Explain this to me again. Why does David get the palace?
I think it's because Asa never liked to read the fine print.
Oh, you see, when Asa did his
I can't do it.
Nigel?
I'm sorry. I can't, as they say, relax. I need to function. Is there anything I can get any of you?
Well, you could bring the car around, Nigel.
Bo? What's going on?
We're all taking a little trip.
Did you get the results of the DNA test?
Sure did. And Vickers and Dorian are in for the surprises of their lives.
You're with him?
Huh? I am not against you, okay? If that's what you're thinking, Christian.
What I'm thinking, Taya, is that I trusted you. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend, Christian.
Working for Ray? The man who's after Vanessa? He's the reason you convinced me to marry her, to keep her in the country.
Christian, I swear to you I will answer all your questions, but first, Ray, please put down the knife. Put it down.
Tell me what to do.
Okay, everyone, let's just calm down, okay? We'll sort this all out.
Want me to wait, Taya? You want me to wait? After all these months of waiting for all the promises you made that you would do something?
Ray, por favor.
The waiting is over. We're gonna get this done now. You know what I'm saying.
Stop!
You still don't get it, man. Warning. Back off.
Put it down, please. I got your letter. I know the truth, and I believe you. Vanessa used me. She got me to think that you were the guilty one, but all along it was her.
So Tess gives birth at the vineyard and then goes to the hospital.
Get the baby checked out?
Will she even be able to drive?
Don't women give birth in fields and then go right back to picking crops?
I'd like to meet those women. All right, for argument's sake, let's say you're right. Tess gave birth and went to the hospital, then why turn around and leave 35 minutes later?
Maybe she was afraid she was going to get caught. As far as she knew, we were dead.
Okay, but the vineyard? I mean, why would she go back there? Especially when she knows that would be the one place that we would all look for.
Sweetie, this is Tess we're talking about. What does she ever do that makes sense?
Like, go to the hospital with a newborn baby and then turn around and leave 35 minutes later?
So what are you thinking?
I'm gonna talk to my mom.
We're gonna turn in, honey. Is Chloe asleep?
Well, I hope so. I put her down. I just hope she settles.
Were you reading to her?
No, I tried, but she wasn't interested.
Well, she's got her pacifier, right? I mean, she loves that thing.
I know, Charlie.
Well, I guess I'll turn in.
I'll be right up.
Yeah, good night.
You're worried about me.
Gosh, I thought I was covering it so well.
Well, I've been reading you for a long time now.
Honey, I know how difficult it is to come home after, well, wrestling with your demons. I just hope you know you have nothing to prove to me.
Thank you. But I have a lot to prove to myself and others.
Addie, at least stay for a tour of the grounds. I'm sure once you've looked around, you'll come to love La Fleurie.
Living in this huge, cold house is not on my list. I'll never forget the time I spent as Ace's mother-in-law. That hateful man absolutely tormented Blair and me.
He's dead now, Addie. And isn't living well in his house the best revenge?
His essence lives on in this house. Maybe in his son, too.
Addie, at least come look at our building plans. We're going to build a labyrinth.
You're twisted enough as it is, Dory. Good luck filling this place with people who want to be here. You'll need it. Or maybe not.
Ready to go?
I guess. Hey, once everything's settled with my uncle, we'll celebrate, okay?
Yeah, you think I can find a card that says, "Congratulations, your uncle's back in the joint"?
Not that.
Well, then what are we celebrating?
Hello, you got accepted to LU.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I thought that I was going to spend the next 4 years of my life talking to you through an LCD screen.
Well, I guess we could do something.
How about Ultraviolet? We could rent the place out.
Well, isn't that a little cha-ching?
Not for Dorian, Lord, Kramer, Buchanan, whatever. I'm an heiress now. Oh, wait, you dropped something. UCLA? What is this?
So you think your mom will know why Tess went to the hospital after she had the baby?
I think she's the only one who can help us figure it out.
Don't do this. What's the matter, Vanessa? You afraid to let her talk?
This is crazy! Both Vanessa and Lola testified against Ray.
Lola was a child and Vanessa manipulated her.
Turn my own blood against me.
Ray, listen to me. Lola will recant her testimony and you will be freed.
What are you talking about here?
You married the devil, brother, just like I did.
And she will go to jail.
Christian, none of this is true.
Oh, give it up, Vanessa. There's no way out of it. Everything was fine until you showed up. You used your own stepdaughter to put her father behind bars.
Christian, this is true.
Oh, you married him, and as soon as you got your hands on his money, you framed him for murder.
Is this true? Tell me the truth.
lose.
All right. I did it.
All right, come on, everybody. In. Let's haul it in. Come on.
Wait a second.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa. What exactly do you think you're doing here?
We're here to go to bed because it's our house.
It is not.
She's right. Technically, it's my house.
No, it is not. You saw the will. You said it yourself that Asa left everything. His house, the money, the company.
The horses.
To David.
Actually, he left it to his son, David.
Yes, because Asa wanted to right the wrong that had been done to David. Now, will you please leave?
Well, Doreen, you see, that's where we have a problem, right? Because this champagne-sucking, Buddhist champion, 24-karat phony that you call your husband, he's not Asa's son at all.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live. On the next One Life to Live,
David's DNA matches someone right here in Redview.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
You sent an innocent man to prison.
No!
Rasco, it looks like I found my father.